Hey everybody, it's Katie2 here, and today I'm going to give you a few tips on how to draw a cuter face. I would just like to make a little disclaimer that I am not working with realistic drawing here in this video, so I sometimes may give you tips that go against what is usually considered anatomically correct. It's just me working with my stylized way of drawing, so if you are looking for anatomically correct tips for realistic drawings, this might not be the video for you. I am working with kawaii art, I like chibi art, I am not focusing on realistic features for this video. So that said, let's go! Okay, so we're going to start with a very simple face that I drew here, and I'm going to show you how to make this face look cuter with very basic changes. So the first thing we're going to fix is the eyes. So these eyes, they look very square, lifeless, I think very simple. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to enlarge these eyes a little bit. You can already see that the larger eyes fill the face a little better. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select the eyes and I'm going to lower them a little bit next to the nose. You can see that this makes the face look a little bit more innocent when the eyes are closer to where the nose is. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add eyelashes. So there's this common misconception that male characters cannot have eyelashes. I think lashes makes the eyes look a lot more interesting. They do not necessarily are just for girls. So I'm going to add small lashes to these eyes. You can already see a lot more depth to these eyes than before. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more shine to the eye. Even before I color, I like to add a little bit of eye detail because I think it makes the line art look a lot more interesting even before you color it. This gives the drawing a very kawaii vibe, so if you're looking for a very cute looking line art, you can add the details on the eyes before you color. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these brows and I'm going to make them rounder and smaller. Very round eyebrows make the face look very cute, just like this. You can, if you don't want brows to be super round, you can even do something like this. Rounder shapes make the face look a lot more cute. So instead of drawing a super square looking brow, try to go for something rounder. Speaking of something rounder, we can also round up these eyes a little bit. Just soften the edges. You can see that the rounder eyes make the face look a lot softer. There's another detail that can make the face look a lot cuter, which is adding some blush. Continuing with the whole rounder shapes, I think this character's mouth look a little too square. Let's fix it up. Instead of going with the super sharp corners, you can probably work with something like this. You can see that the corners of the mouth are a lot rounder. So let's fix this one. You can already see how the face look a lot softer. I also like to add teeth, just like this. Can you see the difference already? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move the mouth up a little bit closer to the nose. Having the whole expression very close, like the eyes close to the nose, close to the mouth, makes the impression of a small face, which is usually how people see cute features or a smaller face. So I like to have everything very put together in the center of her face because it makes it look very doll-like. Now, something else you can do is to also make a smaller neck. The smaller neck gives the impression of a bigger head, but without like ruining the whole anatomy part. If you want your drawing to look very anatomically realistic without the super big head, if you make a smaller neck, you can give this cute impression without having this super big chibi head. So let's make her neck a little smaller. This looks very adorable, don't you think? Okay, if you don't want to go with a smaller neck because of the whole anatomy thing, that's completely fine. It's just a small tip that I sometimes use. So this is what our character looks like in the end. Let's compare to the previous drawing. You can totally see the difference, right? So now that I have finished showing you guys the changes that I usually make when I want to draw a cuter face, I selected a few of my drawings just to exemplify the things that I have been talking about. So the first two drawings were supposed to be very cute and adorable characters. So here you can see the round eyebrows, the very short distance between her nose and her mouth. Her eyes are very round, even if they are white, they are pretty round, they have very round edges, and they are pretty far apart from each other but very close to the nose. She also has a little blush and a lot of eyelash details. Same thing goes for this one. She has very round brows, the round eyes, the mouth is really close to the nose, everything right here. So for the characters down below, both of them have very mature personalities, so you can see that I have chosen to take out a few of the details. I still make them cute, but it's because it's my personal style, you know, to make everything cute. But you can see that both of their brows are a lot sharper than the ones on the top. You can see that they are longer and they have very sharp edges. The eyes here also have very sharp edges, and this eye is very square looking. Neji's eye doesn't even have any eyebrows. I wanted to keep him very, very mature looking. And you can also see that the distance between the mouth and the nose in both cases is a lot bigger. This makes the feeling of a longer face, which shows a little bit more maturity. I still kept, of course, a few of the details, but as I said before, my style is kawaii, so I don't usually take out every single one of the cute features, but you can clearly see the difference on how they are built in comparison to the ones on the top row. So I really hope that this was helpful for you guys. I know this was a very short video, but I hope you guys learned something from it. Thank you very much for staying with me until here, and I'm going to see you on the next video. Bye!